Welcome back to another video today at Autumn Productions. Here is Anna.
Hello guys. Right now we're actually at Wendy's.
Yeah.
And I asked for a large Coca-Cola.
That's like an extra large.
They gave me this. It's so cool, you know. And this is $3, I think, but I think a lot of other stores are even more expensive, and it's much smaller. You know, there's some stores I'd buy Papa McDonald's is probably about the same price. I'm gonna assume, I could be wrong, but it's a lot smaller. You know, this is pretty big. So even these nuggets, 5 nuggets just for $2. So Wendy's has some good prices. I wish there was more around, because you find McDonald's everywhere, you find Tim Hortons everywhere, you can find a Subway everywhere. But usually where I look, everywhere I go, I don't really see Wendy's too often. But the price is good. The price is good. And what happened when I ordered my food? They asked for my name. So I gave a shout out to my boy Sean. I used Sean's name, and I will continue using Sean's name because out of respect. So I also just remembered something, because my cutie reminded me. And this same Wendy's right here, apparently me, my cutie, and one of our friends, Samantha, I don't think she's in any of our vlogs yet, but maybe one day she can be featured in one. But also in Samantha, we used to come here, I think a couple times, eat food, chill, catch up. So it definitely brings back memories. And you know, I guess me and my cutie will give a shout out to Samantha. Shout out to Samantha. I don't know if she watches these vlogs, but if she happens to stumble across, or if, let's say, Oscar watches them, so if Oscar meets up with Samantha, he might be like, yo, you know, they gave you a shout out, you know, and probably show a clip or whatever, I don't know, but yeah, shout out to Samantha. And I hope she's doing well.
Yeah,
you know,
it's been so long I haven't seen her.
It's been a long time, definitely. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying strong during, you know, hard times, because we all have hard times in life. We all have days that are good, days that are bad, depending on what people tell us, depending on what we tell ourselves, but depending on what happens each day, depending on whatever triggers certain memories. But no matter what, it's all about remembering that life is not dependent on how others view us necessarily. It should be mostly, in my opinion, dependent on how we view it ourselves, you know? So everybody do what makes them happy, and remember that there's good people out there, there's bad people out there, but know the good from the bad, know the real from the fake, and do what makes you happy. And always be proud of yourself, because it's the effort that counts. So every day is a lesson, and life is like this book that keeps going on, but each page goes on, we learn new lessons. But anyways, shout out to Samantha
Again.
and once more, stay strong. Remember, every day is a lesson, and continue doing you. And me and my cutie hope to see you soon, one day. It's my nickname for the day.
Shout out to Sean.
Shout out to Sean. It's relaxing here. You know? Like some places you go, some restaurants, it's like really packed up and it's uncomfortable, because what people need to realize is COVID is still around. There's still cases, there's still hundreds of cases, it's still all around the world. It was still like, you know, in China it was so many cases just a few months ago. It's still around, you know, and when you're around packed restaurants, let's say somebody's here, let's say somebody's there, let's say somebody's here, let's say somebody's here, but this glass thing wasn't here, which is cool. They put this up.
Oh, this is the
I
glass
don't know why
thing there.
it's in this location, like what it's doing here and not anywhere else, but Yeah, it's not bad, I guess. Not bad. Be handy for me, huh? But let's see, yeah, this glass thing wasn't here. There was somebody here, somebody here. How am I supposed to know that not one of those people around me doesn't have the virus, right?
Okay, let's not talk about that, and let's talk about something else.
Yeah, but you know, the point I'm trying to get across is you never know who has what and this thing's still around. So we still should take precautions, right? Especially if you live with, I live with my parents, my dad, my mom. They're kind of on the older side. Just a few precautions, It's not a huge sacrifice. But yeah, anyways, aside from that, I'll be going on a bulk starting next week. So it's hard.
Sorry, hand sanitizer gonna move you.
Okay. So for this bulk, it's can be difficult bulking. People don't realize because probably they have different metabolisms and stuff, of course, right? Somebody with the slower metabolism can put on weight a lot easier, right? And can put on weight very easily, just like eating this meal here, and then boom, their weight goes up because their metabolism.
What's here though?
Oh, the taco, the nuggets. Somebody could just eat that and their weight goes up. For other people like myself, or maybe like Sean, like Renu, Faith, like a lot of people in our own friend circle, most likely have faster metabolisms. They require a lot more to eat to gain weight. And to somebody with a slower metabolism, they might think gaining weight is easy. What the hell? What? Huh? People actually struggle to gain weight? That sounds so much fun. I can eat whatever I want. It's actually not like that. Eating whatever you want can be fun. Eating whatever you want when you don't want to eat and you don't feel like eating, when you're full, when you're nauseated, when you're busy, when you have other things going on, is not fun, So it all depends on the person, right? If you have a naturally big appetite, maybe, but that also depends on, like I mentioned, your metabolism speed. So you can have a naturally big appetite, but what happens if you're doing a ton of exercise? More specifically, a ton of running. Because if I lift weights, I'm burning calories, but not nearly as much calories as if I'm going running on the treadmill, up a hill. So, if you have big appetite, but you love to run, then you have, other things, like you have school, you have to take time to study, you have to take time to hit the gym, take time to go to work, all of this is time. Eating also is time, right? The more time you have to eat, the easier it is to gain weight. So for my situation, I can gain weight easier before. Let's say if I were to say back in 2020, I also, like every winter I drop weight and I gain it back. And usually I would have gained it back by now, but it's harder, right? And I'll mention why. Let's say last year, for example, boxing gyms were closed. I wasn't running as much. And I did have courses, but they were not as difficult as they are now. So, as a result, when I'm doing boxing, it's a high intensity sport, whether it's sparring or training, whatever. And it's mentally and physically exhausting. So, when you're doing a sport like that, it's going to burn a lot of calories. Then, on top of that, in order to keep up with the boxing, to improve, because I do want to have some matches in the next 3 months, to keep up with that improvement, you have to do a lot of running. And boxing, burning calories, running, burning a lot of calories, especially now I'm not running by myself. I'm running with Sean's brother, who, no matter who you are, he will push you. Mm-hmm. A lot of calories burnt there. At the gym, Fit for Less, I go with Sean maybe twice a week or something, once a week, whenever I can. And burning calories there, not as much, but there are some calories being burnt there, running on the treadmill, of course. On top of that, night shifts. It's a big one because let's say I have work, I eat 2 times before work, 2-3 times, maybe let's say 3 times, right? If I were to give it a max 3 times before work, then I have work, and I have a lunch break, I eat 4 times, go home, I'm tired, I need to sleep, I eat 4 times. For me to gain weight, I need 5 or 6 or 7 times. So if I eat 4 times, I will maintain my weight. The next day when I wake up, I have to go right back to work. So let's say I work at 7, I wake up at 5, maybe 4:45, I can eat once, then I have to leave by 5:40, 5:30 to go to work on time. So eat once before work, eat during lunch break, possibly eat when I get home. That's 3 times. So with 2, 3, or 4 meals is not enough for me at my metabolism rate to gain weight. And when you factor in the fact that I have to go running when I'm off of work, or even like I'll wake up early to run before work, sometimes, sparring, gym with Sean, burning those 2 to 4 meals is mostly being burned off of exercise. So as a result, I'm either staying the same or slowly decreasing. So that is why, for me, gaining weight right now is difficult. More difficult than usual. But where most people would give up, I don't want to. If there is a level and I'm not reaching it, it just means you have to push harder. And so I will make an upcoming vlog about my weight gain, and it will describe my diet, my daily routine, my boxing, everything. It's going to be a weight gain / fitness vlog series coming up, basically showing the journey of my weight gain. And you'll see where I am now. Right, look at my face, it's small. I'll embarrass myself right now because of the fact that I know the after picture is going to look so much better, right? It's kind of sucked in. If you looked at it in 2020, for example, or even 2021 summer, 2021 summer, it's full. Now it's sucked in. My body is, I like it here. I like the abs show more, right? When you're lighter, abs chiseled more, it's leaner here. But here, smaller. Here, smaller. Legs, smaller. It has pros and cons. The pros, running, you feel lighter. You can run farther, you can run faster. Boxing, you don't feel heavy, and stuff like that. That's a big part when you're lighter. It does have a lot of benefits. Faster, better endurance. You can carry your weight better. But the cons, you're not as strong. Physically, I was at the gym with my friend Samir from high school. He's interested in policing. He wants to lose weight. So me and him, we link up and do running and workouts together. And hiking he did as well, which he didn't enjoy fully. Well, he did enjoy, but he didn't like the... He did enjoy it because it's a new experience and it's a thrilling experience, but he didn't enjoy it at the same time because it's dangerous to him, and it's like challenging, and he was afraid of his safety. So he kind of liked it and kind of didn't. It was in between, but he liked some of it and he didn't like some of it, basically. And so for him, me and him were at the gym, and I was bench pressing, and I remember before I could do 1 plate 45, a plate 45 without too much problem. I could push farther. I could probably put 45 and 10, 55 on each side, which is nothing crazy, but it's not weak, right? Now it's a major decrease. I think I was 30 pounds on one plate, 30 pounds on their plate, and that's where I was at. 25 pounds decrease on both sides, right? That's almost 50-pound decrease. That goes to show, weight loss can impact strength a lot, right? Even though I'm 145 roughly right now, when I was 160, I was considerably stronger. 50 pounds stronger in comparison, just in 15 pounds, how much of a difference that those pounds can make. And so it has big benefit on strength. you know, and also appearance, right? People don't really realize that appearance is largely based off of maintenance, how we take care of our body, our weight, our hairstyle, our clothes, our muscle condition, whatever it is, you know, definition, whatever you call it. So for example, somebody who's, let's say, really chubby, well, you know, maybe a lot of people won't find them attractive because they're chubby and their face is big, their jawline isn't chiseled and whatever the typical like handsome face, you know, stereotype, whatever it's called. Same for a girl, right? Their face will be big, it won't look what we represent in the media as pretty. But when you drop that weight, then it starts to match more according to what society deems as beautiful or handsome. So weight is a big part on physical appearance, right? So right now, compared to maybe months from now, if I can keep up my eating and eat a bunch and, you know, whatever, it's gonna look completely different, you know. And so I'm excited to start this journey, you know, and it's gonna be hard, but I have to make my time wisely at the same time. Also balance boxing, also balance, you know, running, also balance the school with work, with writing stories, with, you know, planning some songs on the side. So it's all about balance. But it all starts with a vision. If you have the vision, you just have to keep going, keep staying disciplined. So stay tuned for some vlogs ahead. It's gonna be really good.
You can't go up there. You can? No, it's backwards, that's why.
Oh, backwards.
possível.
You smell good?
Huh?
That's what it said. You smell good.
No, that's
Think-
business.
Think of something that makes you smile every day. From being a great person with
Has to.
Right? With to thinking you're